but it might be worth it actually with that delayed command center time. But again, as far as going for that big crushing blow in the mid game, it's not going to happen. It looks like RandomKorean knows it, so he's going to start taking his 9 o'clock and minding right there. And what he really needs to start thinking about at this stage is transitioning and drop. Maybe probably not going to be able to take his 6 o'clock unless he started off going drop. He does have Overlord speed right now. But the trick with drop is the one problem with a mech army, it's extremely slow. So just continue to drop across that corner, make sure that the units out of position take out the factories before that army can really get back. And then even if it does manage to get back, hopefully you have another large army that can deal with the spread out Goliath army on the front door, sort of things like that. Just basically use the mechanized immobility against it. And it looks like we're continuing to see some more tanks produced. Try to deal against the Hydralisks, but really, I think this is just going to provide a little. I think just pure Goliath would have been a bit of a better option here on this map in particular. And we're going to run in the Mutalisks, able to delay that command center once again, but fortunately, loses one Mutalisk, but doesn't lose much more. Being very aggressive with these attacks, and it looks like an Overlord going to be pushed off corner there. But yeah, being a little bit too aggressive, expending a few too many troops, and it looks like Vulture's able to come in, but Luke right on top of that, able to take out the Vulture before it was able to get more than one. I actually was lucky even to get one kill right there. I'll be completely honest, that was a really nice attack. Looks like we are seeing the Spines and Carapace upgrade, which is going to be really necessary when dealing with this mech army. And he's just got a couple Mutalisks out here, not really to provide any damage, but just to be harassing, be annoying here in the front door. And this is the opportunity that was missed. I don't think Luke's, well, maybe he is actually. He's bringing some Hydralisks up, so it looks like he's going to pose a little bit of a threat. And maybe this is just to throw Polar off, make him think he was going for it. But as a result, I think he's just going to end up losing some Hydralisk right here, and there's that siege tank on that corner, and he's going to back off with these forces. Or maybe he was hoping that upgrades would kick in, and that would be the difference. But he needed that large army there. And keep in mind, if he had those additional Mutalisks that he had lost earlier, or he had another dozen Hydralisks, he might have been able to accomplish something with that. But what now Polar needs to do is just get another control group, maybe a control group and a half of Goliaths, and then he'll be in good position to work with it. But it looks like RandomKorean is already gathering up for a drop here at the 6 o'clock position. So it looks like he's already got everything he needs to work with this. I think he's got it upgraded. I'm not sure if I caught it or not. And he's also going to have that level 1 weapons for the, actually looks like it's halfway finished. He's also going to have that Carapace upgrade, which is definitely going to help. Looks like we're seeing 2 turrets, but those turrets shouldn't be enough to stop a pretty sizable drop. So I think this is going to be pretty effective for RandomKorean, especially because look at this, you have a whole lot of Goliaths there, and you've only got, you got 4 factories, 1 adding a machine shop. Trying to defend this natural expansion. You can't drop right on the main, but that's not going to make that much of a difference. It looks like he's just kind of exploring and trying to see where some of that turret coverage is. And Polar, with a sizable army, and it looks like he's starting to move out with it, which is going to leave him extremely vulnerable. This is actually the worst problem. It looks like RandomKorean just loaded up, and this is the worst time for him to start moving out because he's not going to be able to bring these Goliaths back to defend his base. So now all RandomKorean really needs to do is make sure he's effective with this drop and produces a lot of troops, which it looks like he's already doing, to kind of crush this counterattack, and then just play defensively inside these 3 sunken colonies to deal with the rest of these Goliaths, maybe even go for a pincer attack, bring these troops along to the north. So here's this drop to the bottom right hand corner, bringing it in. It looks like he's going to be able to take out a couple turrets there, able to take out, I'm not sure what that SCV is doing there, but he needs to actually move and attack with these Hydralisks now while he can. It looks like instead he's trying to set up, he's more concerned with these Goliaths out in the field, but he needs to be doing damage. Okay, now he's starting to move with that attack force. Looks like they're going to be unopposed in that bottom right. They're definitely, specifically, they need to go after that factory line. Looks like RandomKorean is in the red, so in a little bit of trouble in that regard, but he's still got a lot of troops on the ground. And it looks like he does have some Hydralisks to the north to provide some defense, and Polar, panicking a little bit, lost 1 Goliath on the front door. Looks like RandomKorean does have some troops for a counterattack. He is able to take out the factories in the meantime, so Polar's actually committed with this attack, and he's just trying to barrel it in. There's some more Hydralisks coming forward. And it looks like, you can see Polar just gets pincered attack, loses all of his army, and RandomKorean, in fact, has one that's just played it really well. There's GG from Polar. RandomKorean takes it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Moving on to the ace match. GG's Super Zit commentary. Thanks for listening.